weekly shop my stash, but I almost forgot our lovely shopping cart. Everybody, let me scoot over. I'm in my chair. My foot is still recovering from my fall down my stairs because I can't walk. It's a little bit. All right, so we're gonna go through the pallets first, and then we'll go through here. So listen, there are quite a few things last week that did not pan out. They just was not working for us. So there's gonna be a couple things changed up. So here's our conspiracy palette from JSC. I need a very pretty look with this. Obsessed. I always go for the Not a Fact shade and Food and Vibes. I almost always use those two shades. I don't know what it is, but that's almost always what I go for. I mean, I use everything else, but those two shades just, whew. This entire square section right here is like my jam. This is just lucky add-ons. But love it. I actually had to pay like $20 more to get this palette because then that's when all heck broke loose and it was hard as heck to get. Because I really like the color story and the name. So here we have ABH Norvina. This is the volume 5. Let me relook. Yeah, this is volume 5. But look how pretty. Gorgeous. And a very pretty neutral pink purple look with that. Then we have Sample Beauty. About to use my palettes. The Plush palette. I did a very pretty look with this too. I love it. I think that's how they reel us in with these palettes, is they give you like nice neutrals to tap and then boom, pop colors. And you're like, oh my god, I have to have this. So yeah. But Sample Beauty, I like it. Sample Beauty reminds me of Beauty Bay palettes and the Be Perfect palettes. All three of those fit in like the same category for me. So yeah. Alright, so we have the Wahala palette. I didn't choose this for this week, but I did bring it out and use it because I had the Wet n Wild Care Bear palettes. I did do a video on that if you're interested, but it will be decluttered from my collection because I did 2 pretty looks, right? It's okay, but it's not like, I don't know, it's just not my jam. I was not feeling that palette. A couple of shades were not working, and it's a no for me, dog, you know? So I brought this out to use instead and made a pretty look with it. I also used everything too. No, I think I did. No, I did choose this palette last week. What am I talking about? This was the replacement for the other Wet n Wild palette was the Bloomin' palette. This right here. This was top tier compared to the other one because, goodness, good. And these 2 shades I can use to buffer out other shades, so this was a great mixing palette. So yeah, I was trying to think, I was like, man, no, I did pick that out. Listen, I've had a long hot work week. And we finally used the ColourPop Peeps Blue single shadow. This is gorgeous. It's like a blue purple. My hair is always everywhere. I need to clean my desk. I need to take everything off, wipe her down, and put everything back. But listen, I'm a little lazy. I still need to sweep my floors. Okay, because sometimes we're lazy after work. Things don't get done. So we have our Patrick Ta face palette. I only went to this nice dark deep shade right here for blush. I am loving a deep blush right now. Highlight. My highlight I picked out wasn't working either. So we end up using the Milk Makeup in the shade Iced highlighter. Gorgeous. I'm probably gonna hit pan in the middle of that sometime or another. Our bronzer was working for us. It's the Glow Wish from Huda Beauty. I have the shade 2 Medium. It is starting to hard pan just a little bit in the center, but that's nothing I can work around. Okay, and that's the rest from back there. Lips. I do have quite a few lippies out to be using, but your girl here keeps getting cold sores because of my period. Mine are hormonal triggered and stress triggered. So that's my life. That's okay though. I figured it was coming because I wasn't getting them when I was on birth controls. But so I figured sooner or later after I got off the birth control, if it was removed, it was gonna go down. It was gonna hit. But I will show you the lips I do have picked out to use when I can. We have, oh, this is Kiss Ass. It's a nice neutral. It's the new Stila Matte Lippy. Look at that. That's so pretty. It looks prettier swatch, but I only got one hand. Also, it's such a nice slim tube. And I have a tinted lip balm from Essence. So there's this, and it is tinted for sure. It's just called Caring Tint. I'm going to be using and exchanging out different lipsticks because I'm trying to figure out which ones I really love and which ones I just don't. I'm really not too big on like buying lippies and using lippies. I kind of stick to the same ones. So I'm trying to go through. I've already trimmed down my collection twice this year. So I'm trying to like extra slim it down to make sure I got all the shades that I do want to use and like, you know. So we have Low Key from Milk Makeup in here. Because over my makeup years, I've discovered I'm really big on like neutrals here recently. Those are what I grabbed too, like the light pink mauve tones. I am a purple person, so I like some light purple lipsticks, and then like the dark berry tones and a red is my jam. This is like a nude mauve. It is Medusa from Huda Beauty. Of course, Trap from ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip. I hope they're not discontinuing this formula because it's really good. And then a new member recently added to the fam is this Urban Decay liquid lip color. It says you gotta shake it up for 5 seconds, it says, and then you apply it. It dries down, but it is still a little bit sticky. But I do like this though. I'm very intrigued because it stays glossy all day, but it's matte basically. And it's transfer proof. I didn't have no problems with transfer. It's just sticky. It's just a little stick all day. Like you don't really notice it either after a bit, so that's not bad. I still have to do my review for this for Influencer. And it's good to go, but you know, cold sore hit. I should be good to go now though. My lip is 10 times better. Sorry, I was looking at my lip. My lip is like 10 times better looking, so that Abreva is what does it. So yeah, that's our lip selection. I did take out some of my Project Pan items and put them over here because they were just all over the place and I couldn't take it. It was driving me nuts. So I also have in my lip selection the Sugar. It's in the shade 28 Honey Rider. Then I have, this is actually not my Project Pan, but it is one lip I have to be out in the mingle of everything. Oh, that fits okay in there. I'll just leave that there. It's the NARS Dragon Girl. It's a beautiful red. Here's our other two Project Pans. It's KVD in the shade Mother, and then Suburbia Lip Liner from Pat McGrath. So yeah, that's it. Those are my lip selections. That's for like over a month's worth of use or wherever I decide to just interchange those. Okay, so non-Project Pan items here. We have our Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Look at that usage. We're doing great. Put her up. We have our Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I didn't like this. It's kind of like, I like this, but I would not repurchase it again like it. And we have our 25 Light Medium Neutral Tarte C Hydro Flex. I need to use this a little bit more, get it used up. I can tell it's pretty much, I've used a pretty good amount of this, but it does kind of, I don't even know how long I've had this, but I need to use it more before it goes bad. And then eyeballs. We have the L'Oreal mascara primer. Why can I never remember words? And we have our Oma Beauty. We're gonna put this up. I actually have 2 new drugstore mascaras we can try. And then we have our NARS black eyeliner, but I will be pulling in like a new black eyeliner to put in here too that I want to try. So, but we're trying to use that up though, so it's still in there. We have our Glix glitter glue, always stays out. NYX the brow glue, I think I'm going to keep this out actually. And then I have some Tarte, it's lash glue, but I'm going to use it for rhinestones, so that's what I bought that for. We have ABH primer. I'm working on using this up though. New Urban Decay eyeshadow primer Potion Eden. I love this stuff. You really want your eyeshadow to stay? This is it. This is what you want. Also, it will be a little tough to take off at the end of the day. Just saying. And then we have our eyebrow pencil, which is the Charlotte Tilbury. I'm trying to use it up. I do have a replacement I can put in there after I've used it up. So, but here's how. Let me show you the progress we've made on this. Look at that progress. And once I've used this up, I'll put in the new one I have, because this is interchangeable. The refill, I guess you would say. And then I will put it up and then work on using up another brow pencil. So that will stay out. Then we have our Visart. The setting powder I was using was, oh my gosh. You'll see when I do my declutter, I'll tell you then. But we have using the Visart setting powder. Love this stuff. Gonna put it back up. It's done its duty this week. Our Beauty Blender. This is the buff, and it's like a light shimmery setting powder, but I like it for finishing, so that will stay out. And we have our Touch and Soul. It is the Icy Sherbet Primer, pretty filter. Love this stuff. It's a little dirty on the cap. That's in the cap, I don't know. But anyway, gotta put that up. I've used a good portion. So that took us forever to get through, so let's go pick out some new goodies. Roll back from my chair. So let's pick out primer. So I didn't do a recent haul, and I want to use the Essence Fix and Last. This is their jelly primer. It's not a sticky primer. I thought it was when I bought it, but it's not. And this is it's a glass bottle, so that's pretty fancy. I thought it was plastic. I can't tell if it's definitely not plastic. It's like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is glass, but it feels like hard plastic. I'm not for sure. It's probably plastic. It's just really hard. Anyway, we're gonna choose this. Foundation. I used a high-end last week. So let's go ahead and use a drugstore. Let's go ahead and use our Believe Beauty. We haven't used this for a bit. I was thinking about this one, but I don't feel like using this one right now. So let's go with our Believe Beauty concealer. I do want to use the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer with the little clicky side. I actually like the swarm of the clicker and the applicator. I didn't like the puppy applicators. I will try to avoid it at all cost. Okay, so I do not need a finishing powder, but setting powder. Let's go ahead and pick out let's kind of do this, the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. And bronzer. I think for this week we're going to do a cream. And that's because I enjoyed using this NYX Wonder Stick contour highlight thing, and it makes a great bronzer and concealer, so I'm going to use this. And then blush, I think we're going to use a cream blush too this week, so we're going with creams this week. And I want to use the NYX also Wonder Stick dual cream blush. It's in the shade Bright Amber and Fuchsia, so That's actually, it's orange, but it looks really, it's like a coral orange. It looks really pretty. And that's not as bright as that looks. This was lovely to try out. So we're gonna use those. So now we're gonna wheel ourselves over. Probably gonna make myself an iced coffee and eat some dinner after this. So oh, now we're losing stuff out of our cart. Okay. Highlight. I don't use cream highlighters. So there's no cream highlights. I'm gonna pick out 2 highlighters. I do want to use this new Essence Kissed by the Light illuminating powder. It says you can use it as like multi-functioning, like highlight, bronzer, it said. So we're gonna use this. And then it said blush too, but we're gonna pick this out. I have the shade Star Kissed. It's the first shade. I went light. I think it was the first shade. I don't know. I don't remember. And let's see. This is Dreams. Let's go ahead and pull this out. I don't remember if I liked it. Let's go ahead and do one more. We're gonna pick a mini one. Let's do the RMS Beauty in the shade Grande Dame. Show you, just in case the other 2 don't work out. Here she is, Grande Dame. And oh shoot, I forgot I was gonna have a face palette. Shucks, can we use the Wet n Wild Hula Honey from Stitch? So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and put these 2 back up because JK. Next time. And we're gonna take the Wet n Wild bronzer and highlight. So we're gonna use a powdered bronzer with our creams this week. So yeah, we're pulling that out. I totally forgot about that. The forgotten face palette drawer where everything goes to sit. Setting spray. We're using a lot of new stuff this week. Just because I've been doing really good with using my older stuff I bought. So, speaking of new, we're going to use the Wet n Wild No Bad Day Stitch Setting Spray. Look at that. Okay. And going into here. Brow mascara. We don't need eye primer. We're working on some. Mascara though, should we use the Essence I Heart Extreme or just go with the Wet n Wild Flying High? Let's go ahead and use the Essence this week, and when we get tired of that, we'll go use the Wet n Wild. No brow stuff. Or mascara primer. Single shadow. Oh, those stay there. Let me move my liners out. The cute fake face crystals. Let's see, which one is calling our name? Ooh, this is calling our name. This is in the shade Up Late. Just want to pull that shade. Oh, my bad, my bad. As you can see, I'm getting into newer things for makeup, trying new things. Put our cart up there. Let's go pick our palettes. We've definitely been trying new things, and I have been excited for that. So let's go into our new palette drawer. You can judge me, it's okay. I understand. I have a palette problem. I was doing so good over here, and then like sales. Oh, sorry guys, I'm on like my toes. So I do want to pick out the Profusion Mean Girls palette because your girl's been jonesing for this. So we're definitely pulling this out. Stack it there. I am going to pull the Natasha Denona Tropic palette for sure. Get that open so you can see. Look at that. Untouched, girls. Paying like 20 bucks for this. Gorgeous. And it's in good condition too. Besides, it's like, you can tell she's stored it forever before she's like, I'm never going to use this. Let me sell this for cheap in a $60 bundle of 3 palettes. So, like, score. I win. And then the other new palette I think we're gonna use is the Garden of Juvia's. I don't know. I've seen one person is Steph's Beauty Corner or Steph's or something like that. I'll have to link her. I remember she did a look with this. She had 3 looks, and I loved her looks, but she wasn't like too impressed with it. But she gave it 2 thumbs up. That's that. So we're gonna pull that. There's 3 palettes from here. Because, you know, we try to limit our new palettes usage. Yes, I know there's Lilo and Stitch. We'll get that next time. Put these up. Oh, my bad palette. Okay, and we're gonna pick 2 older ones. So I think because we have 3 big palettes, let's go get a small Huda Beauty palette here. You can tell I don't use these so often, so let's pick one out to use. It's so hard. Let's see here. Ooh, it's pretty. That's pretty. I don't think we're gonna pick one of those. Maybe I could pick from over here. I know I got a bunch of big palettes out, but I kind of want, I don't know what I want. Let's look at these guys. We haven't picked any of these for a minute. Stone Cold Fox. Stone Cold Fox. It's actually a pretty nice neutral. Let's go ahead and use the Stone Cold Fox palette. We'll pick that out and squish over here. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. Let's go ahead and pick Jeffree Star. I think I want to do this one, the Star Ranch palette. Open up. Yeah, I think that's it. That's what we're going. There's my 5 palettes for the week. Basically, I'll look every day with a new palette, or I can mix and mingle them. I do know we will venture back into these sometime soon. So let's go and put everything up. You like my stickers? Everybody sends me stickers, so I just plop them here. And this doesn't relate to my fashion, besides when I'm home. I'm not doing anything. It's crazy. Alright, so let me get back up. Alright, let's put everything. I'm saying alright a lot in this video. We're living our best lives here. And we're trying to, you know. Okay, let's put them in here where they were all set, all nice and pretty. So we got Profusion. Let's see here. Let's do the Stone Cold next. Then we can do our Tropic palette. And Juvia's Star Ranch. Oh, they fit in there so well. Look at that. I love it. And when I say new palettes, I meant new to me. So let's go. Setting spray. Face palette. Oh. Cream products. Mascara. And when I'm pulling out the Wet n Wild black eyeliner. What do they call this? Wild Energy Black. We're gonna pull that out to try too. Powder. Highlight. Everything has its own spot. Concealer clicky. And so this is it. This is our new week Shop My Stash biggie. I'll probably film some looks tomorrow. Not today though. I worked real hard in the heat. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.